Yeah, I'm just lying on the floor. I'm here.
You starfishing.
Yeah, pretty much. I'm planking.
There we go. Oh, dude, bring that to plank. Come on.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think we've done this one. So I will try base. Ba 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 da 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 da. Ah, perfect. Yeah, I don't think so. Brennan Adams said they'd be here like around now.
Yeah. Did Adam and Brennan say that they're out next week? I know Spencer's out next week.
I think we're not playing for like 2 or 3 weeks.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll be out of town, I think, and or maybe it's not next week, but the following weekend.
Okay. Oh yeah, I'll also be out of town that weekend.
Oh, Ganesh, did you see my message?
I see the notification. I have not opened it yet.
Okay. It's the group chat with everyone in it. So
Yeah.
So I don't know if I've elaborated on it, but maybe to Rose and Ganesh a little bit. But I'm using. I don't know if y'all have ever heard of the program Scrivener at all.
What is it? Scrivener?
It's called Scrivener. It's like a writing program, more geared towards like novelists and like researchers, things like that. But it also turns out it's pretty damn good for keeping D&D notes. And so Monse got it because she's writing a novel, but we got a family a plan that allows us to share the code within the household. So
that's so cool.
I'm trying it out, and I really like it so far.
Oh yeah.
Hello.
Hello.
We made it. Sorry.
Go away.
Okay, bye.
I'm kidding. No, stay. Please. Ah!
You said that app was called Scribbly?
Scrivener.
Scrivener.
I can type it if you want.
Sure.
What is
I should actually just send you the website. Let's see. Ba-ba-ba.
Scrivener? I hardly know her.
Oh boy.
Leave. Get out of here. Nobody invited you.
There we go. But yeah, no, it's been really nice. One, it's offline, so that helps things if I don't have Wi-Fi or something like that. But it just allows me, I can organize things a lot better. I can access documents faster. And it's easier for me to have I can have 2 windows open at the same time and also open up reference sheets and stuff like that. All my PDFs are loaded in it. It's great. Mm-hmm. It's basically Rose, you remember, I think we experimented with World Anvil for a little bit. It's like having a lot of the functionality that World Anvil gives you without having to I don't know, I feel like it's less work through this than World Anvil was. Okay.
Yeah.
Everybody here. All right. Then that being the case, I will swap to our other playlist. Starting off here, I've got no announcements other than everyone take, if you don't have it, your last free heroic inspiration.
Oh boy.
Because it is now over. Mwahahahaha.
I feel like we didn't ultimately really start taking advantage of those until last session.
So you're saying
And we use them to what? I don't even remember what I used mine for. Performance
Like a
check. It was
persuasion
performance
check?
or something. Yeah.
I just remember we were using them willy-nilly left and right last time, and we haven't done that this entire time until last time. Oh,
Update. Prince of Egypt is not on Disney Plus.
what?
It's on Netflix? What?
Like
Definitely
keyboard
Disney,
shortcuts.
right?
It's on YouTube for free.
What?
Here's the question. Can I download it?
Yes, there's a plugin for that. Let me get you the GitHub page.
Okay, sorry.
YTDLP.
Oh,
Yeah, sorry, I was having some weird a weird issue for a second. Hold on.
It is free with ads. Now,
Interesting. Okay, I'm gonna have to figure that out later.
Spencer just sent. A plugin you can use.
Oh, okay, yes. Yeah. The problem is that I need that on my iPad
I mean, you can transfer it over.
after I
Like-
download. Yeah, I could do that. I could put it in my phone.
Yeah, your file
I have
explorer.
You're right. I have the Obi-Wan Patterson cut on my iPad. I forgot about that. Forgot that was the thing. You reminded me. All right, I will watch this movie. Sorry, guys.
All good.
I'm now focused like a laser.
Awesome. Character building question is, what's the most beautiful thing your character has seen? Could be a person, place, thing. You name it. This is really annoying.
Is this session 45?
It is
Yes.
indeed session 45, and I don't know that I updated the date and time on the intermission screen. I did not. Let me do that real fast. And the session number. Sorry about that. Session 45. 29th, 8:30. No, why is my keyboard in Spanish again?
¿Dónde está la biblioteca?
See, it'd be great if I actually knew what the keyboard shortcut was. I don't know, though. I could look it up. I don't know what I keep pressing.
putting it in Spanish.
Huh?
Do you keep accidentally putting it in Spanish?
Yes, I do.
Maybe it's Alt F4. Try that.
the heck? Yeah, I'm not doing
Windows
that.
L. Maybe it's Windows L.
Okay, I think I might know what happened. I don't know. I'm using a bunch of new keyboard shortcuts with Scrivener, and it wasn't working for a second, and I think it was doing other thing. I don't know, but we're good. Alt Shift. Oh yeah, I definitely pushed Alt Shift earlier. That's why.
Shift Windows S.
That's the.
That's the.
Yeah, that's screenshot.
That's
Oh
the
my
snoop
god, Cord.
our work computers because I use that all the time.
Yep, I use that as well for my job.
Yep. And on Apple, it's Command Shift 4.
Oh, that's annoying.
Why it's different, I don't know.
Okay. Anyone willing to share their answers? No problem if not.
Vitruvius probably doesn't know.
Corn.
Honestly, for Vitruvius, it is probably anything but the inside of the ring.
Hmm.
At this
Every
point,
Every moment outside of the ring.
yeah. Mm-hmm.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
That is fair.
I would say sunrises at the edge of the monastery by the cliff, like with the view of the ocean.
Nice. Nice. Quite good. All right. Anyone else? Or if not, we can jump into a quick recap and get going.
For Blandon, this hasn't come up yet, and it may, honestly, in the next few sessions. But this crimson-colored bird that he saw one day.
I think for Nico, probably all the architecture in Akital
Ooh.
is kind of like really, really elevated architecture that's like really clean and I don't know, very classy.
He's a man who likes his pillars.
That's true. I like my pillars. Yeah.
I have a question for Mason. Out of all the places we've been to, what's the most ADA-friendly city?
Oh, that's a good question.
Well, all the places you've been to, I gotta pull up my map. I remember. Well, you've just been to Albert or
Albert.
Akital and Luca Imola. Definitely not Imola for obvious reasons. You know what? I think it might actually be Dreadport.
Really?
I think so. Yeah, I mean that, but also like you haven't been to any other. Well, you haven't been to the docks at Akital, but like there's lots of ramps over there. There's lots of like ways to get around, and also very very clear point for people missing limbs, peg legs, all that kind of stuff. So
Shipments on carts, anywhere a cart has to go.
Carts, all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
Okay, that's fair.
Unfortunately, we can never return there.
We could disguise ourselves.
Make sure she's out of town. Pull up. We're back. Everybody starts shooting.
Yeah, it's like I don't know. I've randomly watched. I don't know if anyone here knows about Gothic or played it back in the day. I certainly didn't. But they made the Gothic remake, and I watched a little bit of gameplay. And for what it seems like majority of the gameplay is just the entire town trying to kill you all the time for like doing anything out of line. So it's kind of like that.
You kick one chicken in Skyrim.
Yep, everyone is out for your head. Forever. The chicken remembers. All right. Cool. Yeah, let's I think we can keep it concise though, since we played last week. There we are. Thank you very much, Rose, for that wonderful recap. Thank you. I took advantage of it to fade the music. All right. I'm also looking into maybe switching to another platform, but that is a thing to talk about later. Awesome. So I think following the events of us catching up with Blandon there, I think we're going to jump back a little bit to our conversation here with the rest of the party and the Overseer within. Oh, yep. Oh. All good. We would have had another Kuvalolus session. Can't have that. But we're going to pick back up as you all gather within Maggie and Nico's room, which is, I would imagine, still pretty modest, as you all haven't spent much time there being able to decorate and stuff. But feel free, if there's anything you would have placed up to make the room more homey, you can describe it, Maggie or Nico, up to you.
I don't know. I mean, we haven't been there very long, right?
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm saying. It's probably pretty barren.
At least Nico probably wouldn't have spent time to decorate or anything like that. Probably just see a bunch of his tools kind of lie.
We also don't have a lot.
Fair. Totally fair.
All of our supplies and everything got taken.
The last time we
No
were here,
wall
you had
carvings.
nothing.
Yeah. Straight up. Okay. So, a pretty barren room, as the Overseer, Arno Agosti, kind of gently closes the door behind him. And markedly not as tall as many of the individuals you've met, like certainly not as tall as like Professor Renault or some of the other or even like Alva from the swamp that you met, this large owlman figure. But Arno gives off a more imposing figure than them, despite his stature not quite being as intense, I should say. But to remind you, dark skin, black braided hair that comes down to like maybe like mid shoulder and a ponytail there. Muscular form, despite your knowledge of his designation as a arcane caster, a wizard, and wearing, like I said, a robe with like small little sleeves that almost look like kind of shoulder pads off the side, dark eyes, and that rod at his belt that Kuvula was very fixated on the last time. And you watch as he walks in, as I said, gently closes the door, and actually reaches into his robes for a moment, and pulls out a notebook. It appears like a hand notebook and a pair of reading glasses that he dons, that just kind of hang on the bridge of his nose a little bit lower, making his appearance soften just a little bit. But as he begins to flip through it, he just looks over you all and just goes, well, good evening, Tempest Tides. I take it that you all are doing okay. I don't see any major injuries. Everyone in one piece?
Yeah, we're doing okay.
Good. Glad to hear it. I'll say I checked in, as I did in Akital, on your work in Luca yesterday. I made my way over there to inspect the situation, and firstly, as he kind of looks through the notebook, I want to say, well done with the Gray Mutation site. There were some lingering spiders here and there that I took care of, but it seemed the largest threat had been dealt with, and the townsfolk were very appreciative. So, you have my thanks for a job well done.
When you say you took care of, do you mean you yourself personally, or?
Well, there were, as I was there, some tried to come near me, and I took care of what might be lingering about. I did not decimate the entire population, as I am aware that there are some species that naturally make their home there. But it seems that you took care of the overpopulation, so as it was explained. I also took some time, the Curato seemingly predisposed to speak with his advisor I was pointed to, Many Tales. Apparently this Tabaxi accompanied you on your mission, and he spoke very highly of your capabilities and said that you kept him safe while conducting his research of apparently this ancient temple to Alkosh, which is an interesting finding in and of itself. I inquired upon the Curato's condition, and Tails hesitantly mentioned that the man was recovering from a terrible sickness, so I didn't push much further there. But I then spoke to some of the townsfolk, including a tavern keeper you all seem to be frequently in touch with, Alda, and she said interestingly that you all gave her the courage to speak up against the Curato, as it appeared the people had been displeased with him for some time. And she also stated that you all, Temperstides, protected the townsfolk when the Curato turned into a moon beast, as she said. She heralds you all as heroes. Can you elaborate on this?
Oh, yes, the moon fell down from the sky and merged with the Karato in a very mesmerizing and sensual display before growing 18 legs. It was the size of a... I have no idea what happened.
It didn't quite happen that way.
My apologies. I couldn't resist.
What was Arno's reaction to that?
He was just staring at him blankly. No reaction.
Like,
I was gonna look at Gaia. Remember how she approached the explanation with Nilda before, and while escorting the brave Many Tails through the Ruined Temple, we found ourselves rather invested in making sure that the village Luca remained safe, not only from the spiders, but from any extant issues in town. And when we had reason to suspect the Kirata was afflicted by moon cursed, I suppose is one way of putting it. He did indeed shift into the form of a werebear, I suppose you could call.
Lycanthropy.
In this case, I think lichen would imply wolf, but yes.
It is general term. I understand. And what reasons were these? You said you had reason to suspect.
In a word, there is a rather good word for it that I am finding myself blanking on. He was not addressing a very important issue that the community would bring to him time and time again. Banditry. There were a group of bandits harassing the townsfolk, and we gained reason to suspect he may be involved in them, with them in some way. We asked the Tails about it, and he shared the same feelings. That is what caused us to look further into it, at which point we discovered undeniable proof that he was in some way cursed. Whether literally or figuratively, there were some demons that he held. And one thing led to another, and helping the townsfolk. Indeed, the tavern keep, Alda, was one of the leaders of confronting him, along with Many Tails. When he was confronted, he seemed to lose control and shift into a bestial form, and we needed to subdue him. Thankfully, Kubla looks at Gaia again. Fervent prayer to Alkosh, the main god worship there, seemed to eventually cure him. By the part of, I believe Tails was praying through the night with yourself, Gaia, if I recall, and Maggie was there too. I'm not entirely sure. I wasn't there for that, but it was.
Arno's gaze goes to you.
Yeah.
Yeah, just following along as Kuvalo is speaking, just goes to you as you get mentioned.
I suppose it would be relevant to mention here that one of the people there that helped us in this endeavor was the recruit we brought back with us, Remington. He was stationed there as a bard, and he had heard of Perico Enterprises endeavors, was fairly impressed by us, I suppose, and had a curious enough mind to join us on our return trip. After some misunderstandings, he helped us leave the town and return here to Amula with little issue.
So, all of the events you've described happened within a day, yes?
I believe. Let's see. We arrived at Luca. Within the day, we headed to the temple. We were in the temple for around the day itself.
Rather, I mean, beyond your initial mission.
Oh, yes. Well, the events I believe we stayed in the village one extra day. We left in the morning. We stayed in Akital a day and returned here after.
Make a persuasion check for me. Or actually, sorry, I always forget. Let's do a subtle one. But
I think
if you
Kubla would add,
you'd like to use
correcting
inspiration.
herself. I believe we didn't even stay in Akital a full day. We stayed the night, yes? Did we even stay the night?
Yes, you did in Akital.
Yes,
Yeah,
yes,
we
we
did
stayed
the
at the...
drinking challenge.
Right.
Yeah.
At the Five Flagons, yes. My persuasion bonus is 0. So
Is 0, okay. Would you like to use inspiration on this?
I mean, Kubla stuck to the truth, more or less. She's definitely omitting pretty key details.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, that's why I'm not asking for deception. I'm asking for persuasion.
I mean, what could go wrong?
I'll give you my inspiration.
Okay. Yeah, I guess. No, you keep it. I'll use mine because I don't think I'll need to use mine this session.
Okay. You said +0?
Just a flat persuasion.
Okay. You watch as Arno just kind of considers everything that you've said. Just goes, well, I must say I was worried. Worried that you had taken it upon yourselves to influence the politics of the region, given good reason or not. I'm sure you understand that your employment here has a certain list of responsibilities, both written and implied, and your actions represent Perico Enterprise as an organization now. I'm glad to hear that you were able to handle the situation with respect and grace and not overstepping. And quite frankly, if this Curato certainly, or did turn into a werebeast, as you say, a werebear specifically, I am happy you were there to prevent further casualties. As ultimately our mission as an enterprise is to protect the innocent people of this island. So, I appreciate you being forthright with me. And you watch as like his shoulders kind of roll back a little bit. He also, I'll say he actually looks down and like flips to another page in the book, and just goes, now, I recall this is beyond your activities in Luca. We're finished with that subject, unless you have anything else to add.
You may speak with Nilda more about it, but we met a intraplanar traveler, a scholar by the name Helmsen, who had a companion who is now staying with her, I believe, in the research area, a disembodied head of a construct, a sentient construct by the name Castello. He closed a portal we believe to be to the abyss, according to Helmsen.
His eyebrows raise at that. He just goes, very well. I'm sure I will hear more details from Nilda on the debrief, as I have not spoken to her yet. I wanted to come to you directly to get the full story on what goes beyond your initial responsibilities. But I appreciate you letting me know of this. Looking forward to seeing his capabilities. Anything else?
I think that's it.
Very well. I shall move on. I've not had the chance to speak with you about it, but there is one other grievance that I need to bring to your attention. I recall being informed of a previous incident in Agital in which, as it was described, some toxic waste was left outside of the Tavern de Michela. Did you have something to do with this?
Toxic waste?
That is how it was described to me, yes.
It was visibly grimacing.
It was a report directly from the Guardian General, who received a complaint from his guardians, who had to take care of the mess. I'm aware that you were staying at the establishment during your time there.
Hmm.
I had to take a real bad shit when we were there, but I wouldn't have called it toxic waste.
He's a bit strong.
Kind of rude.
But rude.
I recall nothing of toxic waste. Haven't the foggiest.
So no, it was not you.
Although, like us, I'm sure that.
We didn't hear any of that.
Although, if you would like us to investigate, I am sure that we would be very obliged to discover the secrets of this toxic waste.
That will not be necessary. It has already been cleaned. It was described as alien in nature, though, unnatural to this world, which is why I thought to ask you.
Maybe it had something to do with the spiders?
I'm speaking of Akital, not Luca.
Oh, I'm sorry. I apologize.
No apology necessary. Just pay attention.
I'm gonna lean down to Maggie, and I'm gonna whisper, I think that we should investigate this toxic waste. It might be useful.
We can certainly do that, Vitruvius, later. Maybe not right now.
I think anyone who wants to roll an insight check for me. This doesn't need to be subtle.
Where's my character sheet?
I think Kubla's so out of it. She's not even gonna try.
Did it roll?
Wow. Is that a nat 20? Oh my god.
It's a 19.
No, Nico got a nat 20.
Oh, nice. Hey.
Okay,
May not have legs, but he has eyes for days.
He has legs. Legs.
Don't worry. We're there.
To quote Brennan Lee Mulligan, gotta reward a nat 20. I'll say I think you all kind of generally pick up, but Nico especially, he's looking for a very clear no, and you have not given him that yet. You've kind of been dancing around it. And so I think you pick up on the fact he's waiting for that, no, we didn't do it. And also beyond that, Nico, I think kind of similar to what you picked up on with the headmaster, Flickerist. I think with a nat 20, I think given it's hard to read Arno, but like there's a slight twitch in one of his eyebrows, and I think you also pick up the way he's been speaking about protecting the island of Valenta, which isn't something that would necessarily strike you as strange, but you've never heard him speak in this way. You haven't heard him speak that much, but I think you just get the sense that there's, beyond what you're speaking about now, there's something on his mind that is pushing him to maybe be a little bit harder on you than is necessary, potentially.
Interesting. I was also wondering earlier, whenever we mentioned Helmsen, was there any look of recognition on his face when we said that name, or no? I can make another check if you want, because I know that was kind of earlier.
Perception check.
Perception?
Yeah.
It's a dirty 20.
Damn.
Locking in.
At specifically the name Helmsen, no.
Okay,
No.
cool.
Yeah. But yeah, so I think you all pick up on that. He's waiting for a full-on no, which has not been provided yet. So he's still just kind of looking you all over. So that is a definitive no.
Definitively, no. Not us.
Okay. Can you give me a deception check, Nick?
Yeah. No, that's what I was
I was trying to say it because
I will be using my inspiration for this.
Okay, all right. Actually, sorry, I'll roll it for you. My bad. I keep
Okay,
forgetting.
I have a +2.
+2. Okay,
Yeah.
using your inspiration. Fantastic. Let's see. Okay. Versus. Okay. He's kind of had his chin kind of tucked a little bit and his arms crossed for most of this conversation, and at that, when you say that, his chin finally kind of raises a little bit, and he just kind of looks at you. Just goes, "Very well." Just kind of nods. And at this point, gently closes the book and places it back into his robes. Pulls the reading glasses off and tucks them to the side. And crosses his arms once more. Just goes, "Well, I have one final question for you, Tempest Tides. I've been informed of your compatriot Blandon's criminal status. I will ask you plainly. Will you
Hold on.
continue to... Oh,
is Blandon here?
Blandon's not here, no.
Right now he's
Okay,
meeting
okay.
with Francesca.
Yeah. I just
Yeah,
want to
all
make
good.
sure he's here. Okay.
Yeah, no, all good, yeah. This is the muffled conversation he was hearing when he was sneaking out. But Arno just goes, I will ask you very plainly. Will you continue to operate as a group without him?
What do you mean without him?
If he is convicted of his crimes?
But he's not guilty. It's Blandon.
Yeah, to be fair, we think he's being either framed or set up for something. We believe he's innocent.
I will emphasize, he is innocent. The wanted poster, which went up at the same time, the other woman they are looking for is me. We did not do the crime. He is innocent of the charges. Something which I had hoped to express to Guardian General Caracas personally, but given that the Guardians searching for us in Akital before we left did not seem interested in speaking, we decided to come here and hopefully deliver that truth with the support of Perico Enterprise. I will state it.
I mean, have you met Blandon? Like, he's not the type.
Well, I was not privy to the information that you were involved as well, Kubulo.
As involved as Blandon, which is to say, not at all. We awoke being hunted by his village for crimes we did not commit. I believe it's my speculation we are merely scapegoats for whoever did steal the relic.
But also, like, why would we need to work without him if he's convicted? Are you going to turn him in for something he didn't do?
There is a guardian force coming here.
For Blandon.
Indeed.
Who snitched?
What do
We
you
didn't
mean?
tell the Guardian forces that Blandon was here. Why would they come here for Blandon?
Guardian General Caracas was in direct communication with you during your mission in Akital. He is aware that Blandon is part of your group, and he asked specifically.
Is he coming here to prove Blandon's innocence, or is he coming here to just lock him up and hope the conviction goes the way he wants it?
I am not a member of the Guardian forces, but I would hope that they would ask some questions before convicting an innocent man.
Well, I think as far as the question of will we work without him, that's not something we need to talk about right now, and definitely not confirm anything before we've talked about it as a group. You kind of just sprung this question on us, and we need time to discuss.
I will take that as a no, then.
We will not.
No, he just nods his head, nods her head like, yeah, you should take that as a no.
Who's gonna nod to Maggie and say, even if the rest of the group is not in accord, I personally will not be working towards any task Perico Enterprise assigns.
I think also no insight needed. I think you all are, having not spoken to Arno that much, you know, it was one kind of intimidating, but also you're like kind of unsure like what his vibe is all in all, right? You're kind of learning as you go. I think you're picking up on throughout this entire conversation, you're learning you don't feel any malice in this question necessarily from Arno. He's been very matter of fact about everything so far. And so you get the sense he's just genuinely trying to find out, will you still continue to work with us if Blandon is not in the picture or not? And he has gotten his answer. And he goes, well, I will take your hesitancy as a no. I can only hope that the Guardians take his answers at face value, and he is released post haste.
Do you have any?
Are you? Oh yeah. Good.
This is, I suppose, a long shot. Do you have any idea who was the one that posted this bounty?
It was posted by the city of Verona.
The city of Verona. Do you have any idea
Yes.
who the officials would be that would have posted it?
Do I know?
I mean, I think Arno says it would be most likely a guardian general within the city itself, who would have been spoken to by a member of the religious order about Akatosh, I would assume. Or actually, he wouldn't know that. He would say that the religious order that it was involved with. So, I unfortunately do not know specifics. This news is rather new to me. I assume, well, if you were chased out of the city, then I assume not new to you.
We'd say we were chased. We chose to run.
In my experience, and I think I'm not the only one with this opinion, allowing yourself to be taken in for questioning for a crime you did not commit is more risky than it is worth to clear your name. Better to do so from afar.
Also more difficult to do from afar, but I understand your sentiment.
Better to be free and argue your case from without a jail cell.
He nods.
Do we know what evidence they have against Blandon to convict this crime on him, or is it just a word of mouth witness type situation?
Are you asking Arno, or are you just asking the group?
Like, kind of asking the group / Arno specifically, but like...
Cool.
Kubla would just shrug at you.
Then I'll look to Arno and be like, have you heard anything?
All I have heard is from Francesco informing me that Caracas contacted him, and that there is a bounty out for his arrest. I'm not aware of the details of the investigation.
Well, I mean, we can all just go ask Blandon, so we should just go do that.
Well, certainly, we can have a conversation with him following this.
Maggie's gonna look at Nico and be like, "Did I invite him? Like,
I'll just shrug at you.
like in that silent twin look, speak, be like, I'm pretty sure that said like, as in the party we, not as in like you plus party we."
He does continue. Says one last thing, and just goes, "Well, we will deal with that situation in the morning, or have a conversation forthwith. But I will say, Tempest Tides, it has been less than a week since you have taken on employment with Perico Enterprise. And you've been through a lot. We've put you through a lot very quickly. I wish for you and Black Company to remain on standby in Imola until the Imperators return from their mission. You should take the opportunity to rest and get to know the Black Company members.
Seems easy enough.
And he begins to reach into a pouch that he has at the side, and just goes, and one final thing. Actually, double check one thing. Sorry, hold on. Where'd I put it? There we go. Okay. And it is. Yeah. That should be fine. Sorry, new program. Okay. Although it's working way faster for me than it would in Google Docs. Okay, fantastic. I think as he reaches into the pouch, he reaches into a pouch and he also unhooks another pouch from his belt. And you watch as he pulls out what looks like a small spherical apparatus made of like curved lengths of metal, like allowing you to see like right through it. It's like a scaffolding almost. And you can see inside as he holds it aloft, there's a small piece of metal on the inside of this contraption that is shaped like what looks to be like a small bird of some sort. That as he holds it up, kind of swivels back and forth a little bit, and he just kind of holds it out towards you all. And just goes, one gift from Perico Enterprise for you. This is an enhanced sending stone directly from the successor. Yeah, hands it to you. And I think you all pick up on the fact that, especially you, Nico and Maggie, immediately, this doesn't even look like a stone anymore. It just looks like one of, very similar to like the things that you make, Nico, right?
Mm-hmm. Wow.
It will allow you to send messages 3 times per day. Should help me not spend as much magical energy trying to communicate with you.
Is the word limit the same for each message?
For each message, yeah. So it's essentially just a sending stone that has 2 extra uses.
Sweet.
Is this like ours to keep?
As long as you are employed with Perico Enterprise, yes.
So it's not really a gift, it's like a work
Well,
phone.
you might like this gift more. And you watch as he has the other pouch and hands it out. You can hear it clinking a little bit.
Is that
just
enough?
goes-
Buy my own sending stone that he has free use?
He looks towards you all and just goes, Normally, you wouldn't receive your stipend until the first of the month, but given as you've done a lot of work for us recently, here it is, a couple days early. And you all receive 35 gold pieces each, your monthly stipend from Perico Enterprise. Feel free. You can add that individually, or you can put in a party fund, wherever you want to do with that money. But each of you.
We do individual? What do y'all think?
Yeah, no party fun here, son.
He hasn't mentioned anything about our gold reward from our mission.
He did not, no.
Google's not saying anything.
Well, thank you very much.
Thank you. Anything else that needs to be brought to my attention?
No.
I like your tunic.
Thank you.
You see,
One quick question. What ended up happening with those two fellows from the under, the
Good question.
Dwergar?
You actually already know. The Imperators informed you.
Oh, okay.
I
Would
don't
you
know if
remind me?
recall. Yeah.
I know they said that they were going on a mission down there, but I can't remember if they're going with the two.
Yes, they're taking them with them.
They are. Okay, gotcha.
Yeah.
and they were being held there until then, right?
Mm-hmm. They had been in Akital the whole time, as far as you know.
Okay, and like I said, I'll take that back. Oh, Nico would stay quiet. If you
Yeah, all good. Yeah. Kublo, did you say something?
She wouldn't say that right now. She's no.
Roll for it. I'm just kidding. you don't have to do that.
Which he's asking right now. I think he's undone the bad 5 check that he had happened before, but I think she's not asking if he's single right now. The vibe, just not the moment for it. Definitely not.
Just need some grub. We're gonna go hit the mess.
Very well. Eat up and get your rest. You'll be needed soon. And he goes to turn and walk out.
Oh. Kublo would ask him one last thing. Does this sending stone only goes to you, or its counterpart is?
Yes, it goes to his counterpart, which is most of the time held by me.
You can literally see Maggie like behind Kubla just being like,
I recently.
Otherwise, it'll. Oh yeah, I'll say he also elaborates and goes. Otherwise, it'll go to Nilda, one of our other senior researchers.
I first of all want to personally thank you for touching base with your personal magical reserves. I recently gained the capability of casting sending myself, if needed. Outside of using this sending stone, who would be most convenient for us to speak with regarding check-ins or emergency information?
Any questions specifically pertaining to the more detailed, specific nature of the Grey Mutation and the in-between, direct those towards Nilda is fine. But if there are any questions about operations and decisions you should or should not make, feel free to contact me. I also have general knowledge about the mutation as well. I've been studying it just as closely, but Nilda is our utmost expert, so I leave that to her.
I think that is the last thing I had.
Very well. Very good, Tempest Tides. And he turns and opens the door and just kind of does one last look behind. Just nods, walks out.
As he walks out, do we see the letter on the floor?
You do. It actually, I think, as he walks past, the robe kind of swipes against it, and it kind of floats in the air for a second, and then kind of lands a little bit outside the doorway.
I'll go pick it up.
Blandon would have left it in his room.
Oh, I thought
Oh,
you said.
you said you slid under the door last session.
I did, but I thought I was talking about Blandon's room itself.
He closed the door behind
Oh,
him
I
and
see.
slid
I
back.
see. Okay.
Yeah, that's what my intention was.
Got it. Okay, never mind then. Retcon
I
that.
mean, it would just be a few
Yeah.
more, like a few more minutes until we find it.
Well, he's a ray of sunshine.
They're gonna lot worse.
Could have.
He seems less
Hey.
sinister than I.
On the toxic waste.
Yeah, was he referring to Dwight? Is that what he's talking about?
I think he was referring to whatever I did out the window that one time.
You mean the? We should not speak of it. Well, in this.
I don't
case-
even
I
remember
really,
what I did. Was it me or was it Samuel?
I really thought somebody complained about the shit I left in that toilet.
I think that is
No.
that is what it is. Kula says while winking. That is
I was
All
gonna
definitely.
say,
that salt.
it's actually, sorry, I was just going to jump in. It's actually impossible for that to happen in Alkital because it's just straight down into running water. So, unless it's like really, really bad.
No, it was. It was so bad. Long.
All right, never mind. It's possible for Samuel.
While Milo's saying this to Samuel, Maggie's gonna look at Nico and go, "Was it me?
Girl.
He basically eats salt, so like it was like a rock, just like
All right, we don't need to elaborate anymore. I'm sorry.
D&D, everybody. High level epic fantasy.
Well,
Roll,
well,
Did you
roll for how solid this shit is.
describe your shit.
Right.
Basically, just doing the Bristol stool.
I'm gonna
chart.
need an athletics check.
no.
A constitution check.
Yeah, constitution check.
How do you
And
want to
possibly
do
even
bro.
insight.
Goodness.
Oh gosh.
All right, I successfully derailed things. Here we go.
Anyways,
Okay. Okay.
So are we just supposed to like chill here for the next couple days until they send us on a mission? Is the idea?
I guess so. They said to like meet or get to know the black company. Is that right?
And what are we supposed to do when the Guardians arrive? Are we just supposed to put Blandon underneath a sheet and just say he's not here?
Okay, not that I don't believe Blandon, because I do. Should we go ask Blandon what happened from his perspective as well as yours, Kuvalo, so that way we understand what we're getting into?
I think he basically described it. No,
he said a bit, but
I think if we're gonna stick through this, whatever happens, we need to know the facts. Like
You gotta
exactly
get
what
a
happened.
case together.
it does
Yeah,
pain
yeah,
me
yeah.
to press the poor young man. But I think you're right, Maggie. I perhaps have been shielding him from speaking up on it. So
I mean, to be fair, I don't think he wanted to speak up on it, but we now know what's happening, and I'm ready to defend him, but we also need to know what we're defending him from.
even thinking optimistically, perhaps Caracas believes his innocence and merely wants to have him in with the Guardian so that he can get some other Guardian General off his back. By the way, I did not know Guardian General was like a common office in here on Valenta. That's the name of the island.
The other thing, too, is we can go, if we're going to be here for a while, once we figure out Blandon's story, I'm sure there's a library here that we could go do some research on how the laws and everything here work. Maybe there can be a case to help him. I don't know.
It's been a while since I've copied a legal manuscript. I really didn't want to ever do that ever again in my life, but if that's
It's okay, I've done a lot of practice. But all this to be said, we should go talk to Blandon first before we get ahead of ourselves.
Yes, where is he supposed to be?
He was talking. Yeah, Francesco. In my
Okay.
opinion, the law is always corrupt. I think it's all bullshit, anyways.
The fact that you also believe that, and from a different plane.
Anywhere you go, it's always bullshit. I say
Everything.
stay on the run.
Right, but like that can't be a way to live, having to constantly look over your shoulder.
What's wrong with that?
You get a neck cramp.
It's just like
Really?
15 cracks as he like rolls his neck.
His face palms.
Oh my god.
Dead face. She said dead, just like.
So good.
It's not that hard. Just
Maggie just looks
Right.
at his posture and then looks at Nico like,
I won't defend you here.
Okay, Vitruvius, I believe we heard his disembodied voice in that meeting, even though I think he's in the library.
Oh no, Vitruvius is here. He didn't go yet.
Oh,
Yeah, he's
that's my bad. Okay.
All good, all good.
Kubo was having a intense vision for a moment.
hallucination.
yeah, let's find Blandon, I guess.
I don't know if your mic is. Can you speak again, Spencer?
I'm right here, Kuvalo.
Okay. It sounds okay. It's all right. It's all right.
Might be a gain issue. It might be peaking. I'm not turning down.
Let's
the gain.
try this. How is that? Is that
Oh, that's worse. I
now?
think. No.
So much worse.
Oh, no.
I turned the gain all the way up. Sorry.
That's good. That's the best you sounded all night.
Yeah.
Oh, all right. Nice.
Yeah. Good. There we go. Awesome.
I was having issues with Ganesh earlier. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like,
Okay. Cool. Awesome. Where are y'all going to find Blandon?
Francesco's like
I mean,
this.
first.
Okay. Yeah. I think you run into Francesco not in his office. I think you see him walking through one of the halls and kind of meets you in that foyer. And it's just kind of like lets out a little burp and like rubs his stomach a little bit. Just kind of looks over and just goes, good evening and good night. Just starts walking off into one of the other halls.
Where? Excuse me. Where's Blandon?
Yes. Blandon, oh, he left. We finished our conversation and he went, I believe, to his room. We walked out together.
Okay.
Vessel?
How long
I-
ago?
Oh, I was in the mess hall. He was not there. No.
Oh, maybe he's in his room.
Makes sense to me.
yeah, let's check there.
Knock on the go, find the room, and
Good night. And he just kind of continues walking. You all head back to the room and knock on the door. No response.
you think he's sleeping?
He is. He'll never wake. I've seen that young man sleeping.
Should we just go in? Who's his roommate right now? Who's supposed to be rooming with him?
Samuel.
Oh,
Samuel.
yeah, just go in. Let's go in.
All right. The door would be unlocked because you can't lock it from the outside without something. And that Blandon does not have. So the door opens. And I think you all. There are like dim lanterns in all of the rooms, and I think they're kind of proximity. So like as you get closer, they light up a little bit more. So as you walk into the room, they light up a little bit, and the room is vacant. But I think
passive perception is not.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm about to. Yes, Samuel.
I don't. There's something on the floor. I don't see it.
It doesn't see a damn thing. I think Vitruvius and you pointed out, and Gaia, you both pick up on. There's like a little slip of paper floating around on the ground that Sam will just walk past, and now I get to do my little animation of the paper floating and then hitting the ground.
Smack Sam back in the head a little bit.
But yeah, you see that paper on the ground. You go to pick it up?
Yeah, I'll pick it up.
Okay.
Does everyone have the letters?
I think we're at that point, y'all.
Find it.
But so we can, yeah. Let's have everyone go ahead and open it, and then Gaia, if you want to read it out loud.
Actually, I want to hear it in Blandon's voice.
Dude, I don't remember.
Oh, actually, yeah. Let's do that.
Mason, can you type the message really quickly? I forgot. This was months ago.
That's true. All right. Here you go.
Just send me a picture, whichever one.
No, I'll type it real fast.
Okay.
Could you send it?
We're cracking them.
Send it.
We're cracking packs.
Oh yeah.
Oh wait, JK, I realized I forgot I had to pay a reference page for this.
Oh, you have it?
Yeah, one sec. Let me find it.
I'm also typing it just in case.
Okay.
Mr. Vitruvius. I didn't know that he was respectable enough to get a Mr.
I mean, everyone's card says Mr. and Mrs. on it.
There you go.
Okay. Okay, everyone ready?
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Okay, the letter reads, I left to go take care of stuff back home. Please continue your adventures without me. You wouldn't want a thief and murderer with you.
Blandon.
We've got to go find them.
It has like tear stains on it.
Oh, that's just improper tea staining.
He's got a couple of drops from his teardrops. I'm gonna save this forever.
Can I use my proficiency in calligraphy supplies to study the handwriting? Is this Blandon's handwriting? What sort of state of mind was he in when he wrote this? Can I tell when he wrote this?
Sure. Let's make that check. So calligrapher supplies, that's going to be dexterity. Well, for this though, since you're analyzing, I'll say let's make it intelligence. So intelligence plus proficiency. Let's do that.
Which would be +7.
Maybe he was beefy kidnapped.
Beefy kidnapped?
Beefy kidnapped.
That's
Don't
+10.
repeat it like it's in the world.
He's a beefy kid.
Incredible.
He was beefy kidnapped.
Oh my.
That's not the correct? Okay, 10 plus 10 is the right total, right? Or is that accurate? That
It's
on
a
the
21.
on roll 20?
Like
Okay.
I said.
Oh,
that's
you did.
set.
I see. Gotcha. Is that but calligrapher's supplies isn't normally linked to intelligence. How'd you do that? How'd you roll through the tool?
It prompted
You can-
for what?
yeah.
Yeah, you can
Oh,
tell it to
nice.
prompt for what ability.
I did not know that. That's fantastic. Cool. Allows for more flexibility in the rolls. With a 21, I think you can immediately tell this is Blandon's handwriting. Just like I could immediately tell it was Ganesh's handwriting.
Are you sure, Mason? Roll an
maybe I gotta
intelligence check.
And I think ink runs a little bit. You get the sense this was fairly recent. Although, actually, no. Let me ask you, Blaine. How long ago was this note written, or did you just write it, or
He would have
had you been holding on to it?
He was holding on to it. He would have had written it in Luca or so. Luca or maybe Akitala.
Okay, so never mind. I take that back then. It was not written recently, but you can tell it's his handwriting for sure. And I think there's a little bit with a 21. There's a little bit of wear and like crinkling on it that looks like it was carried around for a little bit of time.
He didn't just write this.
He knew he was gonna have to leave for a while.
Well, he can't be very far. He was just here.
He's pretty fast. Pretty quick on his feet.
Also, it sounds like Francisco was in the mess hall for a while. Let's see Blandon. So if their conversation was quick, we don't know how long it's been.
He'd be heading north. The Guardians are heading from Akita. We'd run into them on the road here. On the road here.
He could
Without
also be,
him.
he could also be turning himself in.
Foolish boy.
How would he do that if he's innocent? That makes no sense.
To prove that he's innocent? I don't know if that's what he's doing.
I don't know about you guys. I don't
Self-in.
feel
Just as if he has to take care of something back home.
I swear I had locate object.
You may have swapped it out during level up.
I
Remember
may
we
have.
had that spell discussion?
Hmm.
Oh, Kulo, you have sending now, is that correct?
Yes. What do I say?
Come back? Let us help?
I think
don't-
right before you send that message, we're going to cut to Blandon real fast, and we'll meet back up in the timeline here in a second. But
Okay.
Blandon, as you head out and you quickly sneak out of the bastion, out of speaking with Francesco, grabbing your things and going, I think because I believe you were there when the conversation happened, you would know that Black Company was waiting for you outside in the like fortified area out there. So I think you walk past and you can see Umber and the rest of the group. He's just kind of leaning against the exterior wall of that the stone that makes up that cave entrance. And you hear the voice call out and just go, "Hey, you're part of Tempest Tides, right? Where's the rest of your group at? We're supposed to meet out here."
I'll just keep walking.
"Hey, you know it's dangerous out there. I know you haven't been to the in-between yet, have you?" Just call him.
He's Blandon's not paying attention to anything. He's just walking.
Be careful! Just calls out after you.
I think at some point he would start running.
Okay. Okay, gotcha.
Because his armor's off. It was off when he
Took it all off?
Yeah, when they unwound. So I think he would just have his shield at the ready and his shield in one hand, shield in one arm, sunblade in one hand as well. And then he's just carrying the lantern as well as he's booking it as fast as he can.
Okay, full 60 feet around.
Yeah.
Gotcha. I think I'll ask again. Well, I kind of asked at the end of last session. But as Blandon begins running into the night, under the cover of night, are there any other chief thoughts running through his mind at this moment?
Yeah, I think he's just for a while he's just chiding himself for not realizing that he could have endangered his family by sending them that message all that time ago. And he's just wondering what he's even doing. What's he even doing at the moment? But
Gotcha.
he's just running as fast as he can.
Okay. I think you run for a good 10 minutes or so. And you start to feel, which is, as you were informed, rather rare, on the outskirts of the in-between, rather, to have those gravity events happen. But I think you do feel one start to pick you up off your feet. But because of your slippers of spider climbing, you're able to fight against it and keep moving. And so no matter what, Blandon is not stopping for anything. And I think shortly after this gravity event subsides, maybe a little bit less than another 10 minutes later, as you've made decent progress here, go ahead and give me a con save real fast, as you've been jogging for a little while.
Yeah,
you're in pretty good shape.
Yeah, subtle or no?
No, this will be resolved immediately, so no need for subtle.
Okay. Con save. Where is that thing? Okay. Alright, should be loading. 18.
18, yeah, you're fine. You're fine to keep running. Okay.
Okay.
So I think at this moment, Kuvalo, your message would go through if you're choosing to send it.
I think Kuvalo would definitely send a message. So what are we sending? I think Kuvalo would definitely be not that the party would be aware of Kuvalo's note-taking patterns in her spellbook, but I think she's shown like a page full of messages pre-written before during time or whenever she would like give ample time to like meticulously plot out and plan every 25-word message to be as useful and concise as possible. Here she's definitely floundering and would lean on other people to have some idea of what to say.
Are we trying to go after him?
We don't know yet.
Okay. I think Gaia would look at Kuvalo and volunteer. I can catch up to him, or attempt to. If you send him a message to just stop and we can meet halfway. It's really dark. There might be more creatures coming out.
Maggie's gonna think about her mother and how she left to go like handle something, and how going after her didn't solve anything, and just kind of say he may truly want to do this on his own. It doesn't, I don't know. Just something to think of.
I'd like to help him. I don't think he should be alone.
He's just a kid, right?
Yeah, he is.
I think we should go help him. We don't have anything else to do anyway, other than get to know the Black Company, which I'm sure they're great, but
I agree.
I don't think that the leaving him on his own is a good idea.
I agree.
Willow's now like openly weeping, very unable to stop tears, and is going to like she's gonna like hesitantly hold up her arcane quill and just like whisper something under her breath, and I think Myra would emerge from her robe and have to like write the message for her.
He could just put a hand on your shoulder, Kula.
Well, tell him to stop and tell him we'll meet him halfway.
Or else.
You better not get arrested. We'll arrest you first.
Yeah. Stop, we'll meet you halfway is 7 words, I think, or halfway might be 1.
I was going to say real fast, Blandon, what are you using as a light source since you don't have dark vision?
Yeah, it's his lantern, and he also has blind sight for 10 feet.
That's true, yeah. But, fair enough. I keep forgetting you have blind sight. Sorry.
Yeah, I forgot about it until today. I thought, wait, yeah, he has blind sight. He could run for a little bit.
Cool. All right, cool. I'm assuming you're typing the message, Rose?
Yes.
Cool.
And Kublo, yeah, I think Kublo would, she would be so choked up that she can't even say the message. And blessedly, she just recently tested whether it was possible for her spellbook's voice to be carried through a message. So Kublo's hand weakly casts the thematic components for casting Sending, and Myra would speak for her and would say this.
There it is. Okay. You see the visage of this little pixie go. Blandon, stop running. Let us speak with you. Guy will meet you. You'll regret leaving like this. Whatever your crimes, you don't deserve to be alone. And I think you get a quick 2 thumbs up from Myra.
I would probably also have started like dashing that way. I would have let the group know, like, I'll catch up to him and try and like not hold him down, but like convince him.
So your guy is just leaving?
Yeah, I just booked it. Can I do Step of the Wind all the way?
1 second. Blandon, do you respond to that message?
I think the only thing he would say after a while, just hearing it, He, he would just say that I do deserve it, and then he's just running.
Okay. Cool. You receive that response. You can hear a little bit of breathing. What's the word I'm looking for?
He sounds winded.
Heavy breathing, rather. Yeah, sounds winded.
I think hearing that, Kubla would probably collapse and like is now sort of curled up in a ball, just like sitting on the ground. And
Did he
she's
say
shaking
anything?
her head.
What's going on?
I think Myra would. Has Myra?
Yeah.
Would Myra have been hearing the messages as well?
I mean, I'll say yeah.
I think Kubla would look to Myra to be her voice. And just
Okay.
like looks at the fairy and like puts her head in her hands, or her head in her arms, and is just like bawling on the floor.
I think Myra comes over and just kind of lands on Kubulo's head. And you said she does have a physical form, right? She can interact with things, right?
Objects, not people.
Not people. Okay, so she just kind of hovers and tries to. I think you all see her trying to console Kubulo a little bit, and just kind of looks up at you all and just goes, "He said he deserved it, even though we don't think he does."
Oh, I bet he's just going through a phase, you know? Nobody deserves to be alone.
Did it sound like he stopped running?
He sounded pretty winded.
Well, Gaia will catch up to him.
Yeah, guy's gone.
It was now trying to estimate, would somebody with the fly spell cast on them be able to catch up to Blandon within an hour?
Let me get my DM screen out.
She has no idea how far he is. I think she's just like desperately thinking. And I think it doesn't take a lot of. I don't think this would even be a required insight check. I think Kublo was like way more composed before this. It seems like whatever, like the thing that she went from like concerned and relatively okay to like immediately completely falling apart after reading the letter that Blandon wrote. Whatever it is that Blandon wrote, like whatever was in the message, is somehow what triggered her to like just fall apart like this.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it would be to the point where you can feel like a winter's chill coming from her.
I think you also see even Myra's wings like drooping just a little bit, matching that mood currently. Okay, so Gaia, if you're running after, you can also, your speed is just faster, right? What's your speed? 40, 45, 50?
No, I'm doubled, so 100.
So your speed is 50 naturally?
Yeah.
Okay, so double move, 100 feet.
Plus, can I do long strider on myself? So another
You
10
can certainly cast long strider on yourself.
Okay, so 110.
It adds 10 feet
Yeah.
to your base speed, though, so it's 120.
Oh, okay.
And then I was trying to find the freaking chase rolls on my screen, and I'm struggling, so I'm just gonna get them elsewhere. Yeah, I'm just gonna find them because I don't know where they are in here. Too many things on there. I'm sure that I missed them like 3 times, but. Oh boy. It doesn't matter. So your what's your step of the wind say? What's the word?
So it says something. Let me see.
Does it use the word dash at all?
So you can take a dash action as a bonus action.
As a bonus action. Okay. So it is still a dash, which means it still goes against your number of dashes you can do before you have to start making con saves. So if I could just find. Okay, I think it's you can do as many dashes as up to your con bonus, and then you have to make con saves, I believe, is that's it. But you don't have to use those dashes if you don't want to. You can just run at a set 120, and I'll have you make con saves over larger spans of time. But if you want to sprint, then you're going to be having to make more consistent con saves.
Okay.
So if you want to use those dashes, you're going to have to make them a couple of con saves in a row. You could save those. It's probably better to save those so you get closer.
Yeah.
Than to do. Okay, so you're just running 120 right now.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I got to do some math to figure out how quickly you'll catch up.
If train A is heading southeast at 200
Exactly.
kilometers
This
per hour.
is what they were training me for. Okay, wait. So 120 feet per round, which is every 6 seconds. So that's 10 per minute. So that's 1,200 feet a minute versus 60. God, I just forgot what I just did. Yeah, per round, which is 6 seconds. Cool. So in a minute. 600. So you're literally, you're literally just moving twice as fast as Blandon. So yeah, there we go. Awesome. So you will travel same amount of time. So cool. All right. So this will determine if Blandon makes his next con save and you do as well. You will catch up with him around the 30-minute mark. If not, we'll see what happens now.
Okay.
So Gaia, go ahead and give me a con save. I'm gonna call it DC 10 because it's your first one. Wow. Okay. Okay. Cool. So you're jogging after him, running. Blandon, go ahead and give me one more con save here. Also, I'll keep it DC 10. Okay. All right. So I will say about 30 minutes or so in, you begin to hear the sounds of light tapping behind you in the distance, maybe about 100 feet back.
Okay.
And it's starting to sound like footsteps.
Do I see any of the Guardian Force on the way?
No, you do not. It is still dead of night. It would be like, what time did the session start? What, 8:30? So yeah, it's like 9 p.m. It's pretty pitch dark out right now, and there's not a lot of light. There's no light out here. The only reason you're able to traverse out here with some amount of confidence is that blind sight. Because even with a lantern, everything else beyond it just becomes a void, right?
Yeah.
There are spires nearby. There are rock formations nearby. You could attempt to hide. Up to you.
Yeah, I'm going to hide.
Okay. Go ahead and give me a stealth check then. Not at disadvantage. Actually, I keep forgetting. Let's roll this subtly. So, what's your stealth bonus?
+5.
+5. Okay. Do you want to use inspiration on this?
At the moment, no.
Okay. So stealth bonus +5. Okay. Fantastic. So I'll say the spires are not, because you're near the very outskirts of it, they're not huge here. So you do your best to try and find one that you think you can fit your body behind. And you're not the biggest guy, so you feel like you're sufficiently hidden as well as you can in the moment, in the dark. Gaia, running up. You went on runs around like the perimeter of the island all the time, or at least the perimeter of the grounds of the monastery, right? All the time. Your endurance is in peak shape right now. So you're barely even winded right now. And so you're running past. And give me either a nature or insight check.
Okay.
While all this is happening, is anyone else back in Imola doing anything? It's been about like 15 or so minutes since Gaia left. Or sorry, about 30, rather.
I don't think so.
Okay, cool. Gotcha. With that 20 insight, that's not a nat 20, right?
No.
It would be, yeah, it'd be. I think with a 20, you've seen here and there, you've seen Blandon run before. I think especially when you all were kind of moving around the temple, things like that, and running out of the city, all that kind of thing, you're much faster than he is. And I think you have a natural kind of intuition. You should be, if he was running, consistently, you should have caught up to him by now. If not, you should be catching up to him pretty soon here. If he didn't, stop or veer off, if he's going down this path. Just keep running.
Yeah.
Okay. Give me a perception check at disadvantage because you're running. And actually, sorry, let me roll it for you.
Okay.
What's your perception bonus?
5.
5. Okay.
Yeah.
Do you want to use inspiration?
Yeah.
Okay, so it'll become a straight roll then. Okay, you said your bonus is 5?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. You're running. You have dark vision, correct?
Yeah.
Cool. You're running. And I think you've seen kind of in the distance there's like a shadow here and there that kind of shifts a little bit in the distance, right? So you're kind of keeping track of that. And you're not far from the coast, so you can kind of barely hear the sound of the ocean, and even kind of smell the sea and the sea salt in the air. And I think you're running past, and you run past a larger spire there, and you run straight past it. And I think just out of the corner of your eye, you see something that just looks off. You're like, that spire was a little more rounded than it should have been. Most of these are pretty sharp in design. And you just kind of get to a halt and just kind of look back. And I think, Blandon, you can see that Gaia has stopped and is starting to look in the direction of where you're at.
Gonna reach into the bag of holding, and I'm gonna pull out my axe.
Okay. Gotcha. Gaia, you see, with that perception check, you see something moving in that direction. Do you want to go closer?
Can I cast dancing fairies so I can illuminate that area?
Oh, what spell are you using for this?
Druidcraft.
Oh, yeah. Let me see.
Oh, I can.
Yeah, what does it say? Yeah. There we go. Awesome. I think you can do that, just making sure. Sensory effect. Are you going for what sensory effects are you doing?
Yes.
Special dancing fairies? Okay, yeah. I'm going to say they're going to provide as much as candlelight would.
Okay.
So you're going to have, you can see already because you have dark vision, but it'll give you 5 feet of light there.
What? Okay. Yeah.
Of 5 feet of bright light and then another 5 feet of dim light. So about 10 feet of illumination there. I think you stepping closer.
Yeah, I'll start moving.
Okay.
Up.
I think you get your dark vision is 60 feet, I believe. It should be. standard. But I think you get within that range, and you can just at the edge of your vision see in black and white, because you don't have any perception of color with your dark vision, but you can see the figure of Blandon kind of crouched behind that spire, and I think you see a weapon in hand.
Okay. I'm gonna call out, Blandon, put your weapon away. Come over here.
No response.
Kuvalo is very upset. She's crying. We have to go back. We're a team. Are you still not moving?
No,
Not at all.
he's still crouched there. But
I'll start-
he'll flip his axe to where it's not the sharp end facing
Okay.
outwards.
I'll just start moving up a little bit closer to him.
Okay.
Hey, we have to go back. Kuvalo really cares about you. We all do.
I think Blandon's gonna wait until guy gets closer, and then when she's close enough, he'll repeat what he did back in Luca. He'll just flashbang. He'll flashbang the Sunblade.
Okay.
Whoa.
Okay.
PvP.
This is not in the rules, but I think because you have dark vision, I think it's more effective. I'm gonna need. Yeah, wow. I think just a con save. Because the Sunblade is not designed to be used in this way, I'm gonna make it a DC 11. But you're gonna make it a disadvantage.
Okay.
Okay. So, guy, I'm gonna say for 1 round, so for like 6 seconds here, you're not realistically, you're not blinded for that long, but like it's just like that immediate flash. So for a round, you're not going to be able to see anything. You're effectively blinded.
Okay.
Blandon, what do you do as soon as that happens? Gaia kind of rears back.
I'll go for an attack. I'll use non-lethal, and then I'm gonna spend a superiority dice to do a trip attack.
Okay. All right then. Yeah. So go ahead and make an attack with advantage.
All right. So attacks. Where's now, would this be offhand? Yeah, I think it would be offhand, right?
Were you holding the axe in your main hand?
I think his yeah, in his no, yeah,
Cool.
it would be in his right hand, so it's normal.
Yeah.
Okay. Panic, summon attack.
Holy shit. Okay.
PvP attack.
If you're gonna crit on your friends, I guess.
Do you have a backup character?
Just gonna kill her.
I'm just kidding.
I did say it was non-lethal.
I know you said it's non-lethal. So
Now he's a murderer.
roll your weapon. So you get max weapon dice plus whatever you roll,
Okay.
and then add your superiority dice. Double all dice, right? So yeah, so max superiority plus another roll of your superiority. Unless, let me double check if the superiority comes.
Are we
after.
doubling?
Yeah, I don't know.
Are we doubling all dice, or is it just the?
I think that's normally how it works. But hold on.
Yeah. But we also changed how we do crits to where.
No, I know. No, you're right. So let's do that. No, yeah, you're right. You're right. So full weapon damage plus the roll, and then roll 2 superiority die. We'll do that.
Okay. This is still just one use of my superiority dice, right?
Yes, but just you're gonna roll 2 of them because it doubled it. Yeah. Thank you, Rose, for
That is how it would usually work.
Okay.
You would just double everything, but yeah, we'll stick to just the weapon dice is max at first.
Okay.
So yeah, what you're using an axe. So
Yeah.
1d8. So that's already 12 points of damage plus 2 rolls of your superiority now.
And axe on
Yeah,
one hand
one
would be
sec.
1d6. So it's 6 plus.
Well,
one.
I said it was in his main hand. The Sunblade would be in his offhand.
Yeah, but because you're
to do the
one-handing the
frosting.
axe, it's still going to be 1d6.
Mhm.
The hand axe, yeah. So 1d6. Okay, so 6
Okay.
plus. You rolled a d8. Okay, yeah, just roll a d6.
Okay. Okay. Oof.
Okay, so 7 points of damage plus roll 2 superiority die.
Yeah. Okay, so I mean I already rolled 1, so I'll just roll 1 more.
So now.
Oh, that was the superiority die. Oh, okay, I see.
Yeah, so
7.
Okay, so 6 plus 1, 7 plus 9, 16 points of bludgeoning damage because you're using the back of it.
yeah.
Okay.
And then Gaia, since I'm using a trip attack, Gaia will need to make a strength saving throw against what's my DC. And as 8 proficiency 8 more 15. You need to make a strength save against 15.
Strength save. $24.
That's a nat 20.
Okay. Nat 20. Okay. So you slam that. You try and get the back of the axe around the back of her leg, but it's just not as effective as like using the blade, which you don't want to do in this moment. So I think you just smack into Gaia's leg, and she is built sturdy. So I don't think anything happens there.
Okay. Action surge. Do it again.
Okay. Holy shit. Okay.
Wait, that was 17.
As a player.
Was
As
that,
a player.
yeah, sorry. Is that over half your max hit? Okay.
I'm good.
Okay, one sec. Let me make sure I just mark off my abilities first. Action serves, superiority dice. Okay. And still at advantage, right, Mason?
Yeah, this is your second attack of the round, so yeah, still at advantage because she's still blinded.
Okay.
Oh my god.
Alright, that.
Damn.
Alright, what does Vex do again?
I think it gives advantage on your next attack, right?
I just clicked it. If you hit a creature with this weapon and deal damage to the creature, you have advantage on your next attack roll, but you already had advantage, so.
Yeah. Okay.
Although,
Okay.
I think, I'll say, you're not using the blade of the hand axe right now. I think we're going to, you're kind of using like an improvised weapon. It should actually be a D4, essentially like a club right now, so.
Okay, yeah.
I'll let you keep the damage on the last one because it was a crit and all, but for this one, let's roll a D4 for the weapon damage.
Okay, so D4, just a D4. Okay, that's a 2. And then.
And did you add your strength last time?
I think it did. Yeah, I think it added. Yeah,
Well,
it
I mean,
added.
on your attack, though.
Okay,
strength
no,
bonus.
I don't think I did.
Okay, so what's your strength bonus?
Strength bonus is a +4.
+4. Okay, so it should have been
21.
4 more
For the
damage. Yeah,
last.
because you had your 4 more damage to the last. Yeah.
Okay. Okay. I will again try for this for a trip attack again.
Okay, so it should be 6 total for this attack.
Okay.
You mark that down.
I was marking numbers as you were talking, so yeah.
So you got it all then?
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, so that's a +3 to this
So
attack
+3 more damage, and then make another strength saving throw.
against 15.
This is brutal, man. 10. Okay. So with that, Blandon unleashes on you in a way that you have only seen him do to everything else on the opposite side of the battlefield from you. And I think there's a flash of light. You feel a couple smacks at your legs, and one that finally gets underneath your heel a little bit as you go to kind of like step back, and you fall onto the ground prone.
Okay.
I will,
I'm
as
saying you're
quickly
right.
as he can, he's going to go into his bag to grab his rope
Okay.
and then try to tie her.
Okay. It will be Gaia's turn now before you get to do that.
Yeah.
But you're reaching for it. Gaia, on your turn, I'll say, we'll just go back and forth initiative right now. You're prone, no longer blinded as you hit the ground, and the immediate flash of the light is fading away enough from your eyes that you can kind of see your surroundings again. What are you doing? You have a full turn available to you.
I think on the ground, you said, right?
Action.
Yeah.
Yeah, you're on the ground. You're prone.
I'm gonna try. Can I try and stand up?
Yeah, you can stand up.
Okay.
I believe getting up from prone is that. Oh God, I was reading rules from 3.5. Does getting up from prone cause a opportunity attack?
No, it's just
Okay.
free movement. Wait.
Cool.
Oh, that's a good question. I actually don't know. I don't.
Let me double check that. I think that might be a 3.5 thing because I was reading it recently, but let me double check.
It does
real
sound like
fast.
a 3.5 thing.
Unless they changed it, it should only be when they move out of your melee range.
Yeah.
I think that's right. Like that's what I'm saying. I think 3.5 might be muddling my mind right now, but right before the creature leaves your reach. So no. Okay. So never mind. Guy, you stand up.
And
Half your movement. So
How
you still
about
got 25 feet of movement left.
I'm gonna move 25 feet away from him.
Okay, so that will cause an attack of opportunity.
That's fine.
If you want to take it, Blandon.
He won't.
Okay. So Gaia gets up and kind of hops back a couple paces. Do you say anything, Gaia?
No, I don't. I do not say anything.
I think you picked up on the fact that
Yeah.
he had flipped the axe around, so was not trying to maim you, but he did attack you.
How clear is dark vision? Like, can she see facial details pretty well?
Yeah, just not in color, but she can see you clearly.
Also, is your sunblade still lit?
No,
No.
It was just it was just really quick. Blandon at first doing it, at this point, he doesn't look like the kid you know. He just looks like the scared animal just trying to get out.
Okay. I got nothing. I'm gonna talk to him. I think you see her, and she's not afraid of you, and she's not showing emotion of being hurt or anything. I think what you see is someone who is being very compassionate and here to help you, as she tells you, you wouldn't be the first criminal I help. You saw it in Luca. I don't think you committed the crime. I don't think any of us think you committed the crime. We want to help you. If you're going to turn yourself in, you need to do it smart. You can't not have the support of the people who care about you. Hulu really cares about you. We all do. Nico does too, Mr. Samuel. I do. At least allow me to walk with you if you're turning yourself in, so we know where you're at.
Blandon will mutter to himself for a while. And eventually he'll look up at you and say, I'm not worth the risk.
You are worth the risk. And I will extend my hand towards you. I'll walk with you and lead you to your decision, but let me know. Let me help you so we know where you're at.
Just he won't say anything, but he'll just nod.
I'll start making my way towards the path.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I think where you're at currently, the conversation you're having is there is no reverberation. Everything you're saying is in the dead of night and in the dead of this space. It is the most private conversation you could have. Does Blandon?
He'll start walking again, but he'll pause a little bit just to make sure that he hears guys' footsteps with him.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, I follow.
You hear the footsteps begin.
I'll continue walking, but not running. No signs of running, just walking solemnly.
Gotcha. Guy, are you attempting to walk next to him or are you walking behind him? What are you trying to do?
If it looks like he's comfortable enough with me being beside him, I'll walk right beside him. If not,
Okay.
I'll stay behind.
Also, maybe you walk up beside him, but maybe slightly at an angle.
Probably.
Okay. Great. And you walk. And you walk. How long is Blandon planning on walking? Is he planning on resting at all, or is he wanting to just continue into the night? Or is he not even thinking about that? Are his legs just carrying him as far as they'll go?
His legs are independent of his mind right now. They're just going.
Gotcha. Okay.
I will say at some point throughout the process, he'll go into his bag of holding and just pull out some rations that he has and give them to Gaia, as well as that from all the way from Albert, that kind of like water pouch thing that if you consume, like you can consume it, pretty much like
the bubble.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. He'll just get that, but keep walking for himself.
Okay. So, that being the case. Okay. Unless either of you say anything, stop me if you are, but you all walk and walk through the night along the path. And I think I would say at about, because I got to think about when. Yeah. I think because of the topography here, it's pretty at the edges of the in-between. And this is the coastline anyway. It's generally pretty flat over here. You're actually getting close enough. I mean, you could see Alkital in the distance for a large chunk of the journey, but you're getting close enough to be able to start seeing a couple details. And I think you actually, around the 4 a.m. mark, as you're getting closer, still the dead of night, I think there's just enough moonlight for Gaia for you to pick up on just the tiniest bit of motion at the gates. You're not sure exactly what it is. Your best guess is maybe that's the Guardian Force starting to head out.
Can I send Mushi ahead to see?
It'll take him a while, but you can. He's slower. Well, I guess he'll move faster than you if you're walking right now, but it'll take a little while for him to get there.
Cool.
You're still like probably a mile or so out, a couple miles out.
From the city?
Yeah.
Okay.
You get the sense if that was the Guardian Force, they're probably going to meet you before you get there.
I'm gonna look at Blandon. I think they're waiting for you. Are you keeping the Sunblade with you while you're under arrest?
I am, yes.
Okay.
It chose me.
Huh?
It chose me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, just wanted to make sure. Okay. Well, if you're ready, let's continue.
And actually, go ahead and make, because neither of you rested. Neither of you rested, so both of you do take a point of exhaustion at this point. It would have happened earlier, but so you're both moving a little bit slower than you were. But as you continue moving, it's only another maybe a little over 30 or so minutes before you can see an entourage of 5 individuals coming into view. You can see all of them in Guardian armor. And I think you see 3 of them carrying large pole arms with them, spears, near the front. You also see I think in your time in Akital, you would have picked up, intuited the information if it wasn't told to you explicitly, but you also see what is called a Guardian Incanter, which you would know is some of the magically trained Guardian Force, who are designated by a different cloth that they wear on the front of their armor. And you can also see one individual that begins to come around the front as you get closer and closer, which you would recognize as wearing the heraldry of a Guardian Captain. And you recognize this Guardian Captain. It is Captain Alessandro, who escorted you to the Via. You can see in the darkness here, right? You could just barely make out the buzzed hair of dark head, the strong cheekbones, and just the shadow of that scar on the left side of his face that kind of goes up the cheek and across the eye. And I think you all are about maybe 60 feet out, closing in. At what point do you stop? Or do you just keep walking towards them?
Keep walking towards them.
Okay. Gaia, are you moving forward as well, or are you letting Blandon go ahead of you?
I'm gonna slow down, but still continue.
Okay.
Just behind him.
So you start slowing down. Blandon kind of moves ahead of you a little bit. And I think they get within about 20 feet or so before they stop, and the spearmen, all three of them, just kind of hold their spears out in front. And Alessandro just calls out, "Halt!" No weapon in his hand. He just holds his hands up. Or he holds one hand up towards you, Blandon.
All this time that he's been walking, he just really has not been paying attention. His legs have just been taking him to this point. And when he hears halt, that's when he steps back to it.
Gotcha.
Starts taking everything in.
I think as you hear that halt, it travels through your system, like you said, and kind of jolts you out of this stupor that you've been in, just walking endlessly through the night. And that wave of exhaustion kind of hits you, and you kind of have to kind of steady yourself. And you can see, I think maybe up to this point you didn't even recognize, but now the recognition comes to you. You know this man, and he's just kind of holding the hand up there. Gaia, you kind of intuited that she's a couple steps behind you. And he just goes, "Blandon, is that you?"
Yes. I've come to turn myself in.
And you watch as he just kind of pulls out a scrap of paper, which you assume is the wanted poster.
Mm-hmm.
Just goes, "Or should I call you Landon?"
Blandon.
"Are we to expect threat from you?"
No, sir.
And he just kind of motions to the spearmen to relax a bit. They kind of lower the tips of their spears, but still at the ready.
Mm-hmm.
"Who is your companion?"
Gaia.
And I think Alessandro, being human, would have a lantern at this point, so he's
Yeah.
kind of shining it up.
I'll just like peek my head. Gaia.
Yes. "You're escorting this man to his arrest."
Yes, and seeking more information.
"Oh, we have that in common." "Cuff him." You watch as two of the spearmen just kind of hand their spears to the other, and they begin to walk up. I think Alessandro, as they're kind of grabbing you, and they're being a little rough, but not overly so. And I think Alessandro speaks up and just goes, looks to you, Gaia, and just goes, "He'll be brought in for questioning at the barracks office in Akital. Depending on his answers to our questions, we'll determine what happens to him next."
Will that be public knowledge? Do I have to come ask this information from you, from Caracas?
You can come and find us, and we can report you. We can tell you what has become of him.
When is he being interrogated?
Today.
Tonight? I mean, morning?
Yes.
Okay. I'll just wait at the office then.
Very well.
I'll follow.
Okay. What's going through your head, Blandon, as they begin to cuff you? And I think also they are. Alessandro also goes and remove his belongings, anything that could be considered a weapon, the bag as well, as they begin to take your things away from you.
I'll ask them to hold up for a bit. I'll take all. I'll ask them to put everything into the bag itself.
I think they do so. There's a bit of hesitation, as there's no resistance to putting more items in, but they just keep doing so. And Alessandro just nods until you are devoid of any of your outward belongings there. And I think they go so far as to like have you empty pockets, everything like that. It's a thorough search, and they place everything. And one of the guardians just kind of hands the bag over to Alessandro, and he just kind of places it on his shoulder, just kind of looks at you, and just goes, I don't claim to know you that well, but didn't think you had it in you. I hope you're innocent, boy. And just begins to, as the two guardians that had you, just begin to lead you by your arms.
Yeah. I don't say anything. I just walk with them.
All right.
I shouldn't mark down like that. At the moment I'm not attuned to anything, right?
So, God, I had these rules memorized. I believe you don't lose attunement until it is a certain distance from you.
Okay.
I gotta double check that.
Okay. What if it's in that bag of holding though?
Oh, actually,
because that's a whole different plane.
That might do it. Yeah, I'll say that does it. It's on another plane of existence. So yeah, that'll end your attunement, which I think feels violent in this moment.
Finite?
No, I think feels violent in this as you lose connection with the Sunblade.
Oh shit! Do I have to go through that again?
You don't know.
Oh no!
But I think you feel there's a bit of, you didn't even notice up till now, but there's been like a general like aura of warmth that has been following you around and has made you feel a little bit more confident than before. And suddenly it is very, very cold out in this dangerous land that you somehow ended up in, where the gravity can flip at any point, and there are mysterious creatures that you've been told about but have never seen, and you're being led to an interrogation for a crime that you did not commit. And I think all of that kind of, as that connection is lost, just kind of weighs down on you like a heavy weighted blanket, but not the comfortable kind.
Yeah.
The itchy, scratchy kind.
Yeah. It's made of whatever they fill the attics with. Yeah.
Yeah, that pink insulation.
Yeah, it's
glass.
Oh boy. Okay. We have to end at 10 our time, right, Daniel?
Yeah, that's okay. I'd appreciate that.
Okay. Yeah, all good. Fantastic. That being the case, I think, Guy, you're following to the office, correct?
Yep, I'm right next to Alessandro.
Gotcha. Okay. The Guardian, this arresting party moves in silence as they head back to the city. And you all are allowed in to the gates without issue. There's a skeleton crew out there currently, but you pass by like two guards that are there, or two guardians rather, and you quickly make your way to the the barracks office, and you're instructed to wait in the front area where there are a couple of rough benches for you to sit in. I think Alessandro turns to you, and before, as the other guardians are leading away, just turns to you and just goes, let's just say the interrogation is not expected to happen immediately, so you may be waiting around for some time.
Oh, do you know who's interrogating him?
I am not allowed to give you that knowledge, but we should have something for you by the afternoon. It's like 4:30 in the morning.
Yeah. Okay. Cool. I'll wait.
Very well.
And I think at that moment, I'm gonna go into trance.
Okay.
Right there.
Go into your trance. All right. Very well. as that is occurring, what are the rest of you been doing for the last several hours? And if we need to retcon some stuff, we can. But or if you wanted to send a message at some point, that's fine. But
I think Samuel, unsure of what to do, eventually just goes and gets some food. He's like, yeah, I don't know.
It's like late, right? Like,
So, kind of backing up a little bit. So we could have jumped back to this scene before. So apologies for that. But this is still shortly after Gaia left. As the time passes, are you all doing anything? Are you just kind of getting ready for bed? What are you doing?
Do
check in on Gaia? What's going on?
does Vitruvius notice that she's very, very far away?
That's an important distinction. So many things to think about here. I think, funnily enough, Vitruvius, if you haven't done anything after, hold on, I gotta double check one thing.
It seemed like too good of like a series of events for me.
Yeah, all good.
We probably, Gaia probably would have started sprinting at like 9 p.m.
Yeah, around 9. So I think a little bit after Gaia, you started walking with Blandon. I think you see a little wisp of smoke. Vitruvius, you are violently ripped from where you are and sucked back into the ring.
Okay. Like with with Samuel, and we'd be like, let's go get something to eat, and we'd be like halfway through like a mug of ale, and I'm like honking down like some ale or something, and all of a sudden just like
splash everywhere.
So Samuel will just like grab the mug and polish it off.
So I think, in this moment, I'll just say Gaia was about a mile out from Mimola when Vitruvius was pulled in.
At least we know the limits now.
As honestly, we don't have to like go back and do anything. As Gaia goes into the trance, Vitruvius kind of like sees that. Vitruvius will at this point wisp out and float next to her crisscross applesauce, doing a sketch of some fantastical place.
Fantastic. Okay. I think you're, even in your trance, you're vaguely aware that Vitruvius has joined you. Okay. Kuvula, what were you saying?
Yeah, I mean, probably around the same time that Samuel suggests mess hall, Kuvula would, like, sniffling terribly, like, barely get herself to her feet and just, like, nod and follow with them. And if Maggie or Nico would, like, also be joining, she'd probably, like, honestly, she'd be, like, leaning on whoever is closest as they walk to the mess hall. Probably, like, grab some food to eat and is, like, looking with the most, like, she looks like she personally just kicked a puppy and is, like, really going through it and is, like, just constantly looking at the party and then back to the letter, which I think she would have not let go of since Gaia gave it to her for examination. And is just, like, sitting there eating, looking up, glancing at Myra. And I think she'd be muttering things in Sylvan. At some points, like, having a dialogue with Myra.
And I start, like, trying to remember everything I know about the laws in Verona and the area that we're in, and just start, like, writing them down and making notes of everything so that way I don't forget. And then I want to make a plan in the morning if there's time to go to like a library or public office of some kind where I can like get a better understanding of how all of it works.
Sure, yeah. Do you want to make a preliminary history check now and then do some research later and do another, like, see what you can find out later? Or
Yeah,
do you
'cause I
want
mean,
to wait? Okay.
It's late, right? Like
It is late. Yeah, it's like,
yeah. Make a
at this point, it's like 9:30 for you, 9:30, 10.
Yeah, so I'll make like a preliminary history check now, and then I'll do a research when I get to the library.
Cool. All right, let's do a subtle history check here. Do you want to use your inspiration?
Yes. I can choose to use it well.
So it's weird for this. I could, yeah, I don't know, because then if it's like if you roll subtly, then I tell you what it is, and you decide not to, then I just told you what the roll was. You know.
Yeah. But we're not getting another inspiration.
Not a free one, but I was tempted to give you one for that joke earlier. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay.
I'll say this: this one doesn't need to be subtle. It doesn't need to be subtle. Go for it. Go for it. So you can use your inspiration after the roll with this.
Okay.
There you go.
Oh, no.
Okay.
All right.
Oh, it feels bad.
So I think you've read up a decent amount on this. You know that the League, it was designed to, have some sort of connection between the cities, and they work in tandem with each other. But at the end of the day, they are sovereign city-states that just have an agreement with each other for trade, for protection through the Guardian Force, and through some standardized business practices, things like that. And I think you would know that the laws are, by and large, pretty similar, but there are some idiosyncrasies in some of the city-states, some of the territories, essentially, that vary from place to place. With a 22 in Verona, you would know. Pull this up. This is why you spend time detailing your governments. All right. I think you would know there is an assembly of elected officials within Verona, known as the Arisamrum, which on a 22, I think you would know translates to the honored ones. And I can
I get a spell check?
Yes, I will absolutely give you a spell check. And there you go. How's that?
Perfect.
I'm using a lot more accents this campaign. All right, we're on a different side of the world. But you would know that in Verona, if anyone is convicted of a crime, they are generally taken to have an audience with this council of honored ones, and their fate is kind of decided there. Generally, and with the 22, I think you would know in Verona, they have a slightly different way of doing things. Instead of sending people to a traditional prison or like a dungeon, they have what's called a reformatory, which is designed to essentially reform the behavior of whatever criminal activity they did. I don't think you would know enough to know how effective that is or whether they really stick to that, but that is what you have heard.
Would I know, like, do they get like any kind of legal representation or anything like that?
Generally, that is the family. Generally it's the family. Because of the culture of Verona is very steeped in tradition and familial ties, all that kind of thing. So the family is normally asked to defend their family member.
Adam, can you go let Oakley out, please? Adam, are you asleep? Okay.
No. Yeah.
Okay, so family is their legal representation. They have the honored ones. Is that their governing body and what they use to determine if
Mhm.
you're guilty? So it's like judge, jury,
All in
executioner.
one.
Okay. Mm. And Blandon was convicted of thievery of a royal or a holy relic.
That's what it was written. Yeah, what was written.
Would I know what, like, obviously they're not a theological government, or are they? Like, how important is their religion to their government? Like separation of church and state kind of thing.
Yeah. I think you would know there's not a direct connection between a religious order and the government, but most of the population of Verona is very religious.
What is their main religion?
They just worship the 8 divines in general.
8 divines in general.
Yeah.
Kulo, can you cast sending again? Can you either cast it to Gaia or to Blandon? But it's been a few hours, I would assume, at this point, of like remembering this and writing all of this down.
Been some time, yeah.
Can you send Gaia or Blandon a message and ask like where they are, how it's going, general update on the situation? And you can see Maggie's like gotten her notebook out and like her book, and she's like furiously starting to just like scribble notes down. And she's kind of entered that like serious like politician mind that you guys don't see very often. But she's like started to kind of go back into that state.
I think seeing that, you see that as she's nodding, Kublo opens her mouth and is like about to say something, and almost violently smacks her hand over her mouth to stop speaking. And just nods quietly. And she looks at what you're writing. Sorry, yes.
And I'll also jump in and say that is the standard procedure. You're not sure if things change for different levels of crime. This is, as Blandon said, one of the most coveted items in the whole entire city of Verona. So what you know is the standard practice. You're not sure if things would change.
She's got 25 words, so Kubla is going to take a moment and try and use all of them. She's going to direct a message to Gaia, because she knows she would cry if she heard Blandon's voice again right now. So she is I think you would even hear her muttering as she's like plotting the message. Get an update. Support Blandon. Catch Blandon. Bring him back. Ask where they are. Have you found Blandon? Are you safe? Please find and support him. 7. 12. We have 13 words left.
You already asked them where they are. Right.
I haven't. Where are you? I'll put that next to have you found Blandon. Have you found Blandon? Where are you? Are you safe? We have 10 words. Kula's eyes are looking colder and like more direct. She looks like she's like halfway towards entering winter already. That like cold focus and like emotionless almost. Even though there's like, at this point you can see like there is heavy guilt in Kula's eyes. What more is there to say?
I think that's it. We don't need to try and hit all 25 words.
Did you get all that?
Yeah.
Okay. Okay.
Kula's going to add 10 more words anyway. And it's going to be... Tell Blandon. I'm sorry. I didn't listen to him. And that's the full message. The guy would hear Kula's voice sound cold in her ear. Have you found Blandon? Where are you? Are you safe? Please find and support him. Tell Blandon, I'm sorry. I didn't listen to him.
This would be after you started walking with him. Like it's been about an hour or so after you started walking with Blandon.
Okay. I will say, I'm going to answer all your questions. Yes, yes. Turning himself in could not convince, will accompany him and stay with him. Meet us in Akital. Don't be sad, Kugula. I think that's 25.
Okay, so they're going to Akital. Where are we right now? In Akital?
You're in Imola.
In Imola. Okay.
We're basically like a full 8-hour walk away from Ital.
I think at this moment, you all see Black Company. Well, where would you all be? In the mess hall or something? Or
Yeah, I think
mess
we're just
hall?
all...
Okay. Then you would see them down the hall. I think you would hear their voices, and you just hear Umbra go, well, I guess they went to bed. Shit. Got stood up on our first date. Just kind of walking by.
Are we supposed to meet them? Like,
they asked you to meet them after your meeting with Francesca.
yeah, no, we have an emergency, okay?
Yeah, I think you just hear that as they're walking back to their own rooms.
Now you'll just look at Nico like,
You gotta catch a hint.
I mean, we're busy.
It's fine.
Okay, so they're going to Akital. Can I assume that they're going? That's where Blandon's trial is going to be.
You wouldn't think so. Say again.
Or is he going to go all the way back to Verona for his trial?
You're not sure. You would assume he would go back to Verona for his trial.
what would they be doing in Aggie? Are they just going for Aggie Tall for like a transfer, essentially?
I think you heard that Arno said they were bringing him in for questioning.
Aggie Tall.
Or they
Okay.
wanted to bring him in for questioning.
Okay. I'm caught up now. Okay, I'm gonna write a Is there? Yeah. Okay, I know what I'm doing. I'm gonna write a letter to the police, not the police, but the
General
guards. What?
Maybe to General Caracas?
General Caracas in Akital, and I'll type it all up or whatever. But essentially, it's gonna say General. Is it Caracas?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Karakas.
K-A-R-A.
Kas. Caracas.
K.
Caracas.
Oh, I got it. Okay.
Mason, really quick, while this is happening, Blandon will know about the reformatory and that his
Yes.
family would
You
represent.
absolutely would.
Okay.
Don't question. What's his full name again?
It's on the poster if you need it spelled out.
Landon.
Oh, do you want me to type it? Sorry.
No, I
Oh,
got it.
no, I think you got it.
Oh, okay.
Right.
Yeah.
Out the presence of her of Lady Magdalena Multisanti or his
While Maggie's writing that letter, anyone else doing anything in particular?
Samuel's getting drunk.
Samuel's getting drunk. Okay. What were you saying, Nico?
It's still like 3 a.m, right?
What kind of timey-wimey? It can be whatever time you want right now.
Sure. No, I think Nico's just trying to stay up and support both Maggie as she's writing, and then also Kuvalo, just emotional support.
Gotcha.
I think after a certain point, Kubala would look at Maggie, zoned in to writing. She would look at Samuel.
What's my official title?
She'd nod, seeing him getting very drunk.
He offers drinks if you are interested.
She actually turns them down, and she looks at Nico. Is it so hard to believe that Blandon would be a murderer?
I do find that hard to believe. I don't know. What did he mean by that? I mean, the artifact, sure, maybe they framed him, but he admits to being a murderer and a thief? Like, I
heard nothing of this. I'm left
I don't know.
with the dreadful conclusion that Blandon has kept more from us than...
Maybe so.
Did sorry, not to interrupt. Did the actual thing, like the wanted poster, say murder, or it just said for theft of holy relic, right?
Just grand larceny.
No, but Blandon's personal notes that he left.
Okay, I was gonna say, but the only thing that said murderer was Blandon's thing.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. I just don't want to include that in my.
Yeah, no, don't do that.
And he murdered people.
I'm not trying to make it worse. Okay, hold on, don't.
I think Kabbalah would continue. People aren't only good.
Yeah, I mean, there's shout out to every one of us. You know, we all change, and there's good and bad. I think we've seen a lot of good from Blandon. I think we should honor that, respect that.
If he had murdered someone, would this make up for it? If he was guilty, truly guilty, at his core, would what he's done with us be enough to make up for it?
Mm.
Assuming y'all are just talking at the same table with everybody else.
Yeah.
Samuel's like, Brandon's a good kid.
Mm-hmm. He is a good kid. And I don't know, I think there's some mystery when he says he murdered someone. Did he do it for a righteous purpose? Was he defending himself? Was he protecting somebody? You know? Like, there's nuance to being a shadowy individual, I guess. It's not so black and white.
There is, isn't there? I've told myself that my whole life.
He's a good kid. I think we should strive to learn more before we place any judgments or, place any judgments.
I would never judge Blandon harshly.
Yeah, we all make mistakes when we're young, you know? And sometimes it can spiral out of control more in our heads than it does in the real world. Maybe he's just spiraling. I think he needs us now more than ever.
You're right.
That's just my 2 cents.
You're right. She would look at, she would have been meeting Nico's eyes, looking down at the table, and at that last statement, she would look up to Myra, as if looking for a reaction to what Nico said.
I think she's just, for once, rather still and just like listening thoughtfully. But I don't think, unless you want to tease an opinion out of her, I don't think she speaks in this moment.
Would we have been resting for an hour at this point? Like, could I have
For sure.
gotten a short rest in? I will regain 1 3rd level spell slot. And Kublo's going to give a long sigh. And she's going to choose to cast this next message. She's going to cast Sending again, speaking common rather than in Sylvan, as she did for the last time she did this. But before that, she's going to look at the rest of the party and say, "You're not hearing this. Please don't listen." She gives a very obvious wink.
Samuel's like, what?
Okay. I would have Nico look at it and just like kind of proofread it, but I'll just put it in the general whatever you call it, Discord message.
Yeah, I'm reading it.
Okay.
You are hereby instructed.
Okay, so I'm not a little stronger. If we're in that position, I'm not going to lie to you.
Full name? Lady Magnolia Gabrielle Moslisanti. Representatives will accompany him to Ahital. Ooh. Spectacular. be provided a complete and detailed account of all evidence supporting the allegations, witness statements, physical evidence records, any other material. No interrogation or formal questioning of Mr. Humphrey will take place without appropriate representation present. Oof.
Pretty intense.
What?
Pretty intense.
I like it.
Maybe we can request rather than instruct. That might come across a little bit more amicably. Amicable?
It's the goal to be amiable. They're arresting Blandon.
Well, right, but he's also kind of turning himself in, you know? Like, I'll let you look. You're in charge here. That's just my 2 cents.
I mean, she'll open. I mean, the problem typically with requesting things is that it's very quick for them to be like, well, you only requested it. So if they're not gonna listen to me, they're not gonna listen to me one way or the other. I'd rather at least tell them that I did everything I could before they do it. And legally, his family is allowed to go and accompany him. So they shouldn't question him without representation anyway. If I'm remembering all of this correctly. I know we don't have a lot of time, but I'd like to stop by a bookstore or a library tomorrow and brush up on my Verona law a little bit. But this should stop him from being questioned, at least in too much detail, until we get there. Also, he has not been arrested for murder of any kind, so when we get in there tomorrow or the next day, everybody don't mention murder. Nobody mention.
Yeah.
No. Just because Blandon put it in his letter doesn't mean that we're going to go in there mentioning that.
Should I have...
Overon, get this to Akital?
Could he?
Or is it too far?
Let me double check owl speed.
Here's the thing. It's like
I think it's 60 feet.
Aren't they pretty slow?
Unchanged.
Well, I'm looking up like real life. Like how fast could a...
How far can he be from Kuvalo too, right?
Yeah.
Like that's gotta be something we consider too.
It's like, isn't there a joke about like how cruel it is to make like the Hogwarts like male birds owls because they're so slow?
Because they're not. Like, yeah, I think that.
Yeah, they're pretty slow.
Yeah, it's like that's kind of cruel, no?
I was thinking more magically, like, is it even possible for him to be that far from Kuvalo?
I think there's an argument that it might not be possible because
Which is fine. We just need a yes or no answer. And if the answer is no, then my next question is, I'm sure there is some type of all-night post service express.
We could bring it to... We could bring it to the overseer.
Heck, I'll go hunt down what's-his-face right now and make him send General Caracas a message. I know he can.
Oh god, I feel like the backlash Blandon would get from Arno will be a bit.
Oh.
Maggie said, "All right, y'all wanna do it? Let's do it."
I mean, so I gotta look at the find familiar spell again. There's not a limit to how far Oberon can be away.
No,
from
I just read through it. I
No.
don't see anything about it.
So he could totally make the trip.
My point is that Animal Messenger is a spell, and it's a second level spell. So it also describes that a tiny beast of your choice within range, yada yada, you can specify a message, and it will travel towards its specified location 50 miles if the beast can fly.
How far is Akital
Do you have that spell?
I do not. It's a Bard Ranger
Oh.
Druid spell. I don't know.
Petruvius!
He's gone.
Ring!
I'm gone. I'm gone. I'm not there.
I think
I
before
know.
it's been more understandable because we've been like within the city, but I don't know
Yeah,
if-
that's what I figured. I figured we wouldn't be able to do it city city. Okay, I know it's 3 a.m. I don't care. I'm gonna go find 24-hour postal express service and get this shit shipped off.
Okay.
I'm assuming
Also,
that
I'll come back to it real fast. Oberon can totally make the message. Or is there a reason we're not sending it? You're not sending it with Oberon?
Oh, okay. So you think you're saying he can?
He can make it. Yeah.
Okay. If I think he can make it, I will send it with him.
Yeah. I mean, you don't have any details about when the interrogation's going to happen, but you know he can make the trip.
Can he make it like overnight?
That is yet to be seen. I'm just saying he can make it. We don't know what the timetable will be yet. But he can fly much faster than you can walk. I'll say that much.
Kula's gonna telepathically transmit her command, which is follow the coast north. You'll find Akital. Find.
While she's doing this, Maggie's gonna make a second copy of this letter. Because I don't know if the owl can make it.
If she sees that happening, Kula's going to do it instead because she writes at like 2,000 words a minute, I think, or some equivalent. She's going to magically transcribe and return like 2 copies to Maggie just in case.
Okay.
I'll seal it with wax. I'm sure either I can get some from Kuvalo or the front desk or whatever of the tavern. And I'm gonna seal it with the family crest ring that I keep on me.
Kula's gonna have Oberon. She's gonna direct him to the place that she's had him fly to the most. Actually, no. She's directed him to Guardian headquarters before, so she'll have him fly there, up at the office store. Or window.
I'll put on the outside like to General Crocus. Blah blah blah. All the things. So as long as it gets Akital, it should be able to get to him.
Say it one more time because I was doing owl math. Sorry.
Owl math.
Okay.
These are only
Owl math.
sentences you use in D&D. I was doing owl math.
I'm doing owl math.
Okay. Kula's copied a couple copies of the letter. Maggie stamped with wax the one that they're sending. And Kula's gonna command Oberon to fly it north along the coast where he'll eventually find Akital to bring it to Guardian headquarters, which he delivered things to before. If not, just find a Guardian and land on them and bother them until they get the idea.
Okay. Gotcha. Okay. Gotcha. All right. You attach the message to Oberon and have him fly off?
Yes. Yeah. And I think if there's extra precautions she needs to do, she's going to pull from her bag, which she carries on her, a small, very strange vial. It's like, it looks like it's made of like a translucent leaf, somehow solid like glass, and within is like, it's fully filled with shimmering like pearlescent pink dust. And she's going to unstop it, put a dab on her finger, re-cork it very carefully, put it back in. she's going to smear her finger all over the letter and then hand it to Oberon.
Salutes. I shall fly as fast as my wings will take me.
Which is not very fast.
And I shall not rest unless I need to.
Oh God, he's gonna
Unless I feel like it.
Kilo stands and gives her a proper elven bow, a deep bow, and says in Sylvan, "My thanks, Fairy King. Lie true. Fairies protect you."
He returns the bow.
Honestly, I think Mushi at this point would be a better option, but
No. Does a couple little hops to get out of the room, and then just kind of picks up a little bit and starts flying through the remainder of the hallway before disappears into the night.
Maggie's gonna look at Nico and just go, should I go send one by like horse carriage postman as well?
Do they do that?
I mean, do they, Mason? Like, I wouldn't even know. What's the fastest way to get mail to someone other than the owl who's probably going to take like 10 breaks on this trip?
I mean, a bird generally. There's a. For the life of me, I wrote this down somewhere and I couldn't find it the last time I was looking for it. But the bird that is depicted in the Bahia flag is, I believe it was a green hawk, if I'm not mistaken, is used as a messenger bird in your country. You have not seen a bird post here in Imola, but you could certainly inquire. Maybe not at 3 a.m., but you could.
Maybe just let Oberon do his thing.
Okay.
He's a smart guy.
He's a smart guy. He's not a very fast guy. That's what concerns me.
Well, it's the fastest we got right now.
Goodness.
Things I would never look up on my own. Owl endurance.
Listen, I just really live to make your Google very confused.
Yeah. If anything, he has the spires to rest on for a while.
True. Because I'm tempted to just bring it down to like a 1 or 2 con saves and call it a day, because I can't find anything definitive right now.
I can't believe you didn't prepare this, Mason.
Yeah. Imagine having to send a letter via Oberon overnight in hopes that it would get somewhere in the morning before somebody walked in to question Blandon.
I'm sorry. I failed you. It's a good thing he's nocturnal.
Yes.
Okay. This one looks promising.
Owl endurance. Could really use a bard's messenger spell right
I don't care about mating. Come on.
You're being trapped in the ring right now? Spencer.
No, not trapped, but just like got
Okay.
pulled
Let's just
back
do this.
to it.
I'm gonna roll a con save. What's Oberon's? Actually, I have the owl stats right
It's
here.
a healthy -1.
-1. Okay.
-1? Oh god.
He's got Constitution of 8.
He's gonna be fine, guys. He's fine.
Okay.
At the very least, he can fly stealthily.
He's so stealthy because he's so slow.
I mean, yeah.
Okay. And sorry, remind me. Find familiar. You can only speak to him within
100 feet.
what? 100
I think
feet.
100 feet.
Yeah, so you will have no notice of when he arrives, if he
The
arrives.
only connection I will have with him is whether he's alive or dead.
Great.
Okay, cool.
Excellent.
Fantastic.
Or I should say, around or his form attacked till he dissipates. Is unsummoned, unlike from the spell.
How long is Kuvalo willing to wait without rest, or the rest of you for that matter, to wait without resting? Because a point of exhaustion is coming real fast.
I don't think Maggie would. I think knowing that they have a long day tomorrow and that she needs to get up early to go to the library, she would write the letter and go to bed
Okay.
as best as she can.
So, so you are going to bed. You're not staying up.
Well, I would stay up until I wrote the letter, whatever that time is, and then like however long it would have taken me to like kind of think everything through, and then for Kuvalo to message Gaia and everything like that, and like whatever that time frame would be.
Okay. I mean, you were saying 3 a.m. I think you could have written, what's the word? Conceivably could have written that letter around like midnight or so. I don't think it would have taken that long.
Okay.
You all, if you go to bed immediately after, you can still get up a full night's rest and get up at a reasonable hour.
Yeah.
If you'd like. Okay.
Willow's going to join them after sending a message. In fact, she would do this as they like get up to go, and she would deliberately speak the message in front of them. She's casting sending on her master.
Okay.
And she's speaking in common, unlike in Sylvan before, when she thought everyone was asleep, hoping that she wouldn't be overheard. This time she's deliberately...
Hold on, before you send that, I need to double check when you sent the last one.
It would have been around midnight. It was
Midnight
yesterday.
the night before?
Yeah.
Okay.
Midnight or 1 in the morning, I think.
Got it.
So her message is... I gotta pick which one. I think she'll still go in order. Her message is silence. Silence begets messengers, master. I didn't learn the spell for you. You're beneath my spellbook. Still, I vow to haunt you until you answer me. That's the full message.
You note that your message arrives successfully, and there is no response.
She grimaces, nods, and goes to join the others. The rest.
Okay. I will say with that, as you all sit down for a night's rest after a very stressful evening, hoping that Oberon makes it in time, and holding on to whatever worries and hopes each of you individually hold. Gaia taking a well-needed rest in the barracks office with Vitruvius by your side, and Blandon being led into a room unbeknownst to the rest of you. Not sure what's around the corner. I think we'll call the session right there at 11 Central on the dot.
Boom.
No,
Professional DM.
no questioning without legal representation.
Hey, I may not have known owl endurance, okay, but I ended the session on time. That's got to count for something.
That counts.
Until you do both, until you know
Ayo.
afterwards and the session, end the session on time.
I'm gonna do some research.
I need you to
No,
remember.
I think it's almost undoubtedly he will arrive before it happens. There's no question in my mind, but yeah.
Yeah. How's everyone doing? That was a pretty emotionally charged session.
That was fun. That was good. Good role play.
Oh yeah.
Good role play. I believe we got PvP.
I know.
Monte Rose, y'all two doing all right?
Yeah, I'm good.
Yeah.
Kubo's not doing good.
Okay.
I'm good.
Yeah, okay. I just wanted to check because I know that PvP was a surprise.
I kind of want to see Gaia and Blandon go at it now. Now I'm curious who would win.
For real.
although Gaia with those stunning strikes, you might have been had, man. I don't know.
Oh yeah, I would have been out.
Yeah, I thought you were gonna stun him, Gaia. Okay.
I thought about it. I thought about it.
I was like, how far is too far?
Sit down.
I think it was even more badass that you stepped back and you were like, I'm not scared of you. Like,
Like, all right, bro, what are you, like 12? Like,
Yeah, that was
No, that was sick. That was sick. I think. Well, do you both still have inspiration?
I mean, I haven't used mine. So
Do you?
Did you use? Yeah, I used mine.
You used yours? Okay, to go and take inspiration for that scene. That was good.
Okay.
Like it. I like Picasso. Awesome, y'all. I love this new program for the most part. There's some weird things that were going on, but for the most part, I was able to access pages and things a lot faster than normal, so it's great. Other than owl stats or owl endurance, but I'll look that up. Any feedback? Good, bad, ugly?
Oh, sick.
it was a good session.
Oh yeah.
It's crazy.
Yeah, good stuff.
Long time coming. We've had those little letters for a while.
it's been sitting on for weeks.
We
Months.
were wading through mud to get here, but we finally made it.
Was not expecting the murderer line.
No, and then I was like, as soon as y'all started talking about it, I was like, oh shit, I need to make sure that I don't accidentally add that in here. And they'd be like, he's not a thief or a murderer. And they'd be like,
They're like, murderer?
Oh,
We didn't hear about that. What?
Grand Theft. And I was like, oh, you're right. It was a murder, not me.
He's a nice murderer.
He's a good thief. He only steals for the good. I don't know.
Yeah, he only murders people that deserve it.
I'm gonna go watch some Law and Order episodes to prepare for next session.
Protection.
I feel like,
Oh
no,
my God.
you're out of order. No.
Who knows? Who knows? We'll see. See if we play things by the book.
Yeah. All right. Well,
We're out next week. Spencer's out next week.
Yeah, we're gonna be sitting on this for a while.
Yeah, I'm out the following weekend. I think other people are. So
I am too. Yeah.
I don't think July 4th weekend is happening, right?
Oh boy.
I could on Sunday.
Okay,
I look
July
July
5th.
good. Yeah, Sunday the 5th.
Yeah.
maybe. Probably. It just depends.
I can also play on Friday. I don't know if Dan can do that though.
I might not be able to. Yeah.
Most
Oh, maybe.
likely. I did think about maybe trying to go up to Amarillo around that time, so we'll see.
Okay.
All right, cool. So we'll tentatively say either that weekend or the following. So it's gonna be about a month, people.
Oh boy.
Brilliant.
Yep.
All right.
There we go.
Awesome.
Good job.
I'm Saturn.
Yeah, crazy good.
Yeah.
Good stuff. All right.
But it's time to log off. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
All right.
Have a good month.
All right.
See you all next time.